In the year 49 BC, Julius Caesar finished writing his epic 8-part biography/war story, Commentaries on the Gallic Wars. It remains a classic work of military history today, filled with fascinating information and anecdotes about Roman warfare and society. Since its completion by the military writer Aulus Hirtius after Caesar's death, it has become widely read all over the world. The work is impressive in its scope and its clarity, yet much like other works of its kind, it rarely mentions the plebeian class, or plebs, who made up the vast majority of Roman society, which coincidentally the work had actually been written for, with the express aim of propagandizing Caesar's war. Plebeians do make it into the work occasionally, however, and two in particular, mentioned in just a handful of passages, have since become immortalised by the HBO production Rome. They are, of course, the Stoic Lucius Vorenus and his erstwhile companion Titus Pullo. Pullo is first mentioned by Caesar in Book 5, Chapter 44, in 54 BC. He and his fellow soldiers of the 11th Legion, not the 13th Legion like in the TV show, are defending their winter quarters against attack from the armies of the Nervii, deep within Belgic territory to the north of Gaul. Despite being a new legion recruited specifically by Caesar to fight for him in Gaul, they had already been blooded on a number of occasions, and led by a capable commander, Quintus Cicero, the younger brother of the famous senator. Caesar relates that Pullo and a fellow centurion named Lucius Vorenus had a fierce rivalry over the position of Primus Pileus, the most senior centurion rank in the legion, and one which they both coveted promotion to. In an effort to outmatch Vorenus, Pullo recklessly charged out of the strict formation he and his men were fighting in, to show off his martial skill in battle. The Nervii were also skilled in battle, however, and Pullo, now isolated and surrounded by his foes, and no longer protected by the efficient fighting machine of his men, became wounded and on the verge of death. It was then that Vorenus followed his rival out into the field, fighting off the Nervii warriors in an effort to relieve his comrade. Yet soon he became surrounded himself. Pullo then engaged the men converging on Vorenus, and the two fought together side by side as they made their way back to the Roman lines. It is not known which of the two men gained the promotion. Whilst Vorenus is not mentioned again by any historical sources, Pullo does reappear during the civil war of 49 BC. It was there that he was assigned to the 14th, a new Italian legion led by Mark Antony's younger brother Gaius Antonius, and raised by Caesar to fight against his old friend Pompey. Unlike the Pullo of the television series, the real-life Pullo not only switched sides to support Pompey in 48 BC, but apparently also persuaded most of his soldiers to join him in abandoning Caesar for his opponent. Later that same year, he fought bravely at the Battle of Pharsalus, ultimately fighting on the losing side as he personally defended Pompey's camp. Whilst the sources regarding Pullo are very few and far between, they do provide a fascinating glimpse into the life of a career soldier of the plebeian class during the 1st century BC, a majority group in Rome, only very rarely mentioned by name in contemporary accounts.